Hey, cousins. Let's talk AEW Dynamite. This is my second review, second show I'm watching. Listen, y'all said that there was no stories. I've been hearing a lot of people complain about AEW and say there's no stories. They don't know what the fuck is going on and everything sucks. Um, it was almost like watching an episode of Raw. I'll give it Raw, not SmackDown, because SmackDown is just like somebody give me a tranquilizer. So let's go ahead and get into it. AEW Dynamite from March 26th. Kenny Omega returned. Look good. Kenny Omega look good. Coming from diverticulitis and stuff like that. He is a champ. That's a good thing. Is it the Continental Champion? On the ticket tonight is Mark Briscoe versus Kenosha Takeshita. Thunderstorm versus Megan Bang and Penelope Ford, now known as Thunder Tits. Mark Davis versus Powerhouse Hobbs. Powerhouse Hobbs has returned, and he doesn't have a dusty fur and some terrible ass overalls with graffiti. I'm happy about that. Brody King versus Kyle Fletcher, and again Kenny Omega versus Blake Christian. Let's get into it. First match, Kenny Omega versus Blake Christian with Lee Johnson. I ain't even gonna hold you. I'm still learning these people. I know who Kenny Omega is. That's what's important. Kenny Omega won. Okay? Anybody new to this? I don't do play-by-plays and all that type of shit. The match was good. It was stiff. I know what Kenny Omega gives. You know what he gives. Kenny Omega won. Omega then took the mic and said it was unfortunate that he can't wrestle every week, but when he gets the chance to wrestle, he's going to make it quick. It won't be quick at Dynasty though, because he has a match against Ricochet and Speedball. And then he says, speaking of, and then Speedball comes in, go ahead, glazes Omega, say he's an inspiration and all that good stuff, and he can't wait to fight him at Dynasty, and it would be an honor and whoop de whoop de whoop, and he wants to kick Omega's head off and everything's all that. Ricochet shows up on the Tron in a white suit and them ugly ass glasses. And I'm gonna tell you, the only thing I remember from Ricochet's promo was, aha! I don't know what that is. Now, when old boy from the Locks does it, it's cool as fuck. Aha! It's cool. Or as he said, one of that. But when Ricochet do it, yo, I don't know what. Listen, whatever works, Ricochet. Whatever works. Anyway, Kenny Omega told Ricochet it's not about making friends. He already has a cat and he don't need no more. So I guess he calling Ricochet a pussy. Either way, Kenny Omega said goodbye. See you guys in Dynasty. I'm gonna go lay down. Everybody seems to be on board about this, and we went on to the next segment. Chris Jericho said Brian Keith and Big Bill have been under the branches of his learning tree for far too long, and it's time for them to go out and prove themselves. And he wants to get his mask back from Gravity. And so what for what Chris Jericho has put on the table was his ROH championship to get Bandito in the ring to get this mask back. So there will be an ROH championship for a mask at Dynasty. Okay? MJF is here. I like MJF's theme music. Do 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 do. I like that. I like his music. MJF is here. He told the audience that they're a bunch of trailer trash. At least he knows his audience. It's good. He told them let's play a game, and the game is called Shut the Hell Up. Everybody said no, they don't want to play with him. So while MJF was in the ring, he said he got that MVP card from the Hurt Syndicate, and he would like he would like MVP to come out so they could talk. So MVP came out. MJF told him how fantastic he was, and he loved his cane, and he said he would love to do business with the Hurt Syndicate because he too is in the business of hurting people. And the audience clearly likes to see people hurt because they were chanting, hurt people, hurt people. The Hurt Syndicate's music is awesome. Love the bass. Bobby Lashley, Shelton Benjamin came from the back. Bobby immediately stepped to MJF. He said he's not feeling whatever MJF is giving. He said he ain't feeling it. Give me the motherfucking card. MJF was like, listen, why I'm getting all this fever? I'm trying to work with you motherfuckers. Bobby took the card, ripped it. MJF was like, you know what? Listen, Montavious, I'll get with you at another time. You need to get your dogs. I'll handle you in another day. So MJF left. Then that's when Big Bill and Brian Keith came in, and basically Big Bill was like, look, y'all in the ring. I'm here to get a title shot. Brian Keith was like, y'all in the ring. This ain't therapy. Ain't nobody trying to hear that shit. What's the MVP called Brian Keith a bitch? Told him to keep his bitch on the leash. Big Bill to put his bitch on the leash. Big Bill told him, asked MVP, was he a pimp? Is he Iceberg Slim? Or is he trying to, like, what kind of show is he running? MVP said yes, he's a little bit of both, and he's his hoes. That's what he said. But these two, the Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin, so dumb. They was just like, hell yeah, this is our pimp. Like, what you talking about? I do like the Iceberg Slim. Shout out to Iceberg Slim. If you don't know, Iceberg Slim has a plethora of books. I actually have Pimp and Whore Son. Please get into it. Excellent reading. Excellent reading. Anyway, there's going to be a match. They're working on it. Big Bill wants his title back, and he wants him and what's the little guy's name? Brian Keith to go up against the Hurt Syndicate for the tag team championships. Tony Storm, they was in the back with Thunder Rosa. Basically, they were saying that they want a match. They want to get in the ring with that chick with the wings and Penelope Ford. And Thunder Rosa said, we are Thunderstorm, and this is where Tony Storm changed the name to Thunder Tits and basically said, this is what we're going to do, and that's how it's going to go. Match 2, Cal Fletcher versus Brody King. Real stiff, cool match. I mean, I liked it, I guess, you know. The highlight of the match was Powerhouse Hobbs came in, and they immediately went to another match against Mark Davis. I like the transition. I like how they was just the urgency. I did like that. It was an urgency between Powerhouse Hobbs and Mark Davis. They wanted to get at each other. I like how they went straight into it. It was a quick ass match. Powerhouse won, and what can you do? We went right on back. Listen, this show was very story laden. Okay, like I said, only thing AEW needs to do is do some playbacks, because I don't really know what the fuck is going on, but I'm trying to piece shit together. But if they would at least gave us a more playbacks and clips of what happened, it would make things go a little bit better, especially for people who are just starting out watching the show. Anyway, Hangman Page was backstage with I think it was Renee. And before he could say anything, Swerve, actually we're gonna call him the Op from now on. He's the Ops. The Ops and Prince Nana came back there. He was like, listen, man, I heard you say you're going to interrupt my motherfucking match for the title. I'm going to whoop your ass. And what's the name? Heyman Page was like, yeah, bitch. That's why I said, like, what's the problem? And Prince Nana was like, come on, we got other things coming on. Let's go. So we didn't even get Heyman Page interview. Tony Schiavone sat down with Cope and FTR. Essentially, Dax wanted to basically apologize to Cope about walking away. Dax said that FTR took a break from their goal. They wanted to help Cope out, and then they worked. They helped them twice. It didn't work. Cope cuts in and say, "Listen, thanks for the help. You know what I mean? Things happen. Whoop to whoop to whoop." Cash is like, "Well, look, we want to get at these titles one more time." Dax is like, "Well, I want to go ahead after the tag titles and see if we can get that." Cash talked Dax into just getting on board one more time with Adam and see if they go after the trios championships from the Death Riders. And basically everybody said that sound good. Whoop de whoop de whoop. Top guys out. No. Cope said, nah, rated FTR's out. And they was like, we like that. Whoop de whoop de whoop. So we got rated FTR versus the Death Riders, right? Okay, that's gonna be on Dynasty. Swerve is in the ring. Everybody's very excited about the Ops. He's in the ring, opping it up. His music, listen, I just like when Prince Nana dance. That's really the only reason why Swerve got over. It's that and Nana do the dance, and everybody's like, yay. So basically, Swerve is like, listen, I'm out here to whoop your ass. I don't know what the fuck you got going on. I don't care. John Moxley came out there talking about, well, listen, I don't have to carry the title. I'm that dude. You want the title. How far are you willing to go? You see me jumping on nails and shit. I saw you let a dude eat blood. How about I eat your ass? While them two was in the ring, telling each other what they gonna do, Marina Sheffield tried to come in there and fuck up the thing. And then we got to say from Willow. One thing I will say to Willow is we do need to get a better bra. That's it. You gotta hold the girls in. They was kind of flying all over the place. I thought they was gonna pop out. Katsuyori Shibata is in the back, okay, and Samoa Joe and Hook was walking and talking. Hook told Joe that he likes to choke people out. Max Caster was back there talking, so Samoa Joe went ahead and put him in a chokehold. And everybody was like, hey, Joe, what's up? Boom, boom, boom. While Caster was laid out, and Joe told Hook and said, you know what? You right. This is fun. Renee was talking to Jay White. Jay White said he getting ready to go ahead and do this Owen Hart Cup thing. In the meantime, anybody want to do bang bang with him? Top Flight versus AR Fox versus Top Flight with AR Fox, excuse me, versus Alex Finley and Devo Knight. I don't know who those people are, but I will tell you Minneapolis was very happy to see Top Flight. A couple things took place. Top Flight won. As they were getting out the ring, Leo Rush and Action Andretti were in the audience talking cash shit. So I'm getting the feeling that we're moving on to these guys. I remember Leo Rush been all over the place. I see he has settled in AEW. Nice to see. I didn't know the name of their group. They got the t-shirt on. I don't know what the name of their group is yet. Will Ospreay gave his thoughts on the Owen Cup. He basically said he is here to bring back prestige and do all that bullshit. He will be returning. I said I just saw him. He was just on the show, the last one, but he's gonna be returning. Match 5, Mark Briscoe versus Kenosha Takeshita. Very good match, real stiff. Listen, these guys know how to wrestle. I don't have to give you a blow by blow. If you've seen Kenosha and you've seen the Briscoe, you already know how to get down. Okay? Mark Briscoe has recovered very well since his brother's death. Kudos to him. Then we move right on in Kenosha. Listen. I don't even know how to say his name is. Takeshita won the match. Okay, then we move into the Death Riders. They in the back. And basically, wait a minute, about to go. Excuse me. Oh, shit. I tried to hit pause on that. Hold on. Oh, my God. I am sorry. I usually could hit that pause, but it was already cooking. Willa Yuta was back there with the people with Claudio and a buck naked ass Pac, and then Pac said, "Listen, you're not gonna get this. You don't call us out. We call you out." So down to the Dynasty, the Death Riders is challenging Rated FTR, and the challenge is to survive what we about to give you. Okay, that's what it is. There you go. MVP was walking in the back with the boys with his hoes, essentially. And one of the hoes, his bottom bitch, got out, and Bobby Lashley, he's the bottom bitch, and he got out on MVP and said, "Why is you hugging up with MJF? We went to go get the money and get run this stroll. You fucking with MJF." MVP said, "Calm down, bitch. I'm just making money. Y'all was out doing y'all thing. I'm here to make money. MJF is he might be a terrible motherfucker and all that, but that's money right there. Okay?" Shelton Benjamin was like, "I'm just saying his reputation sucks." I thought that was funny because y'all the Hurt Syndicate and y'all hurt people. So all y'all representation, your references fucked up. Either way, MVP told his hoes to calm down. Essentially, their family, if they don't want MJF in the thing, MJF ain't gonna be in the thing. In the meantime, we got to worry about Bill and the little girl, and Big Bill and Little Bill. I just realized that. In the meantime, MVP said we got to worry about Big Bill and Little Bill in these tags. So don't even worry about that. We'll get back to it later. Moving into the final match, Thunder Rose, Thunder Tits. Ciao. I am not drunk, trust me. Thunder Tits versus Megan Bay and Penelope Ford. Okay, cool match. Thunder, what's her name? Megan Bain actually pinned Toni Storm. So she got momentum going into their match at Dynasty. It was a cute little match, whatever the case may be. I don't know why Tony Storm took the pin. Maybe this is going to lead to some hard-hitting ass wrestling. It looks like they strapping the rocket to Megan Bain and doing what they should have did with old girl. What's her name again? Damn. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Old girl that they paired with Mercedes, Camille. What they should have did with Camille, they doing with Megan Bain. Camille should be somewhere mad as fuck. And if Tony Khan was smart, Megan Bain versus Tony Storm, Camille should come in and snap Megan Bain in half and break them fucking wings, and let's get that girl back up in the scene. But he ain't smart, so you don't have to worry about it. Either way, the show was cool, I guess. I didn't fall asleep. I giggled here and there. It was moving real fast. There was story. I don't know like what kind of story you want to be happening. I see their stories. They're moving, they're stacking their card for Dynasty. Owen Hart Cup is getting stacked up as well. I thought the show was all right. There you go. I ain't got much else to say. Y'all tell me what y'all think in the comments. Later.